Hey everybody, Zealous Talon here with the final Samurai review of the Power Ranger Samurai Gigazord. This is the ultimate combination for Power Ranger Samurai. It was the Samurai Haoh and Samurai Sentai Shinkenger. So, I'm stoked that we're able to make this combination. I really am. I love Samurai Haoh. A lot of people knock on it for being a just crazy wonky cluster effort, but that's what I love about it. Is it's just big, boss, boom. Just awesome. Enough jabbing, let's get on with it. The required Zords for this combination are the Samurai Megazord, the Claw Battle Zord, Beetle, Swordfish, Tiger, and Octo Zord vehicles, and you will also need the Bull Megazord, because he holds everything together. Optionally, you can use the Shark Zord once it's all put together. I'll show that off when it's all put together. So, it costs about $150 to get all these parts, so if you're missing any, like a couple of them, go out and get them. They do have a Megazord-sized Gigazord with the Zord Builder parts that retails at like the normal $30, but it looks like a pile of trash. So if you're going to do it right. So what we're going to need to do is start ripping parts off of things and start slapping them together. So with the battle cannon, you're going to want to take the bottom off. It's easiest to have the Claw Armor Megazord and the Samurai Battle Cannon already set up. It really is. Take the tentacles out and straighten them. Take the tiger's head, and we're going to take the crown off and set that down for a minute. And then the tiger's head, when you have these clips that go normally into the Samurai Megazord pointing up, you're going to plug the tiger head into that and set that aside. Set the 3 tentacles aside. Take all the tiger legs off the battle cannon and set those aside. Take the crown tail from the tiger and plug that onto the beetle's horn. And take the swordfish tail, remove it, and put it over to the center of the body as if this was the battle wing and not the battle cannon. And of course twist the tail to the side. And that is all set up, ready to go. Oh yeah, make sure you have the Samurai Megazord sword handy, because we'll be needing that for the final combo. With the Bull Megazord, the next piece I like to get to, we're going to just take his gun away, and then take off the Zen disc, the Gigazord disc, whatever you want to call it, and that's going to attach to the cannon. And I like to rotate it so that the screw holes are going to be pointing down. This is going to be down. We'll set that aside. Close his face plate, remove his arms and his chest piece. We'll set those off to the side. The legs are going to extend outward, as will the bull head. And then there you're going to take the bull disc, or Ushi disc, the blue one, and clip that up there. And then take these panels from his shins, fold those down, bring these panels from his hips, fold them out 90 degrees to the body. He's pretty much ready to go. For the Claw Armor Megazord, what we'll need to do is take this panel. This is my second take, I forgot to put it up. You'll want this panel for attachments that's on the Lion Zord. You'll want to fold that down. And then we'll remove the ape, set her aside. The turtle we can fold up, remove, and set aside. Take the swords away and return them to their half of a lobster head mode. And then what we'll need to do is, with his head crest, it's kind of pushed back. What we'll need to do is bring it forward just a notch so that it's pointing straight up, straight out, straight up. Like so. And that will give us clearance to attach the swords to the same pegs that they use when they're storing on the Claw Battle Zord. And so these will become part of his headdress and add a lot more oomph to him. We're going to take the chest piece, remove it, and take one of the pin on the left leg. We're going to take the pin that it goes into when he's in lobster mode and just attach that like so, comfortably. And lastly, we'll remove the arms and return them to lobster mode. Okay, so now we can start putting things together. Set him aside. We're going to start by taking most of the battle cannon and plug it onto the back of the Bullzord. You got to be careful with this. The clip on the squid that I thought was going to snap into here, there's nothing for it to snap into, so the Octozord is going to flop around if you're not careful. But we can just set him up back there, prop him up. The ape is going to attach to the left wheel, and the turtle to the right wheel. It would have been nicer if the ape could have converted to emblem mode, but we're kind of stuck with what we got. The lobster arms are going to clip onto where the Bull Megazord's arms clipped to originally, like that. And the thrown half of Samurai Haoh is done. Now for the Samurai Lord himself, we'll need to take the arms of the Bull well, first off here, let's do this. Let's take this piece, we're going to tab it up into the clip for the Samurai Megazord, and then we're going to thread the tiger head between the Bullzord thighs. And then these panels here that we brought out from his hips are going to come around and peg onto what were the Samurai Megazord's shoulders, and that's going to hold this whole thing together. Pretty nice. Take the Bullzord arms, the tiger drills are going to attach to them. Like this. And then we'll put them onto his shoulders. Yeah, see, you have to limb swap between the Clawzord and the Bullzord to make this thing work. We're going to take the squid tentacles, plug them on, and then with the Bullzord's chest piece, you need to rotate it upside down so that it, instead of saying Ushi, it says Zen, which is clever. Well, Zen means all, but I find it clever how they did that. That plugs onto there, and then we take the cannon, the orange plug where the fan attaches in the Claw Battlezord. Actually, I can rotate this around. So you're going to plug it down onto here, and then it'll go backwards into the bullhead. Very secure. Again, another measure of holding them all together. And that is the Gigazord. You can take the sword, put it in his hand. Yeah, I freaking love this thing. Just has so much oomph, so much presence. Yeah, you don't see a whole lot of it from the front. It's noticeably shorter, a lot thinner, and a heck of a lot shorter from front to back than the original Samurai Haoh was, mostly just because Bull Megazord is just so much smaller than Mogidaio. But I like it. I wish that this is another case where I wish the Bullzord's legs could have combined together back into a solid block, because this just looks weird with these sort of ski things down here. It was supposed to be more of a throne looking thing. So one thing I like to do is take the sword and put it in his left hand, because I know this is technically wrong, because this should replace the sword, but I like to pull this out and give him the Shark Zord. So that's the Kyoryu Samurai Haoh. I don't know if they'll show this in Super Samurai or if they'll even bother to name it. Final touch for you folks. A size combo I'm sure you all wanted to see. Here is the Gigazord next to the RPM Ultrazord. Well, the Gigazord with the Shark Sword. So 12 Zords versus 12 Zords. As you can see, they're roughly the same height, but the Gigazord does, once you start looking at him from the side, he has noticeably more mass. So this has been Zealous Talon. It's been fun. Stay tuned for later stuff.